the much awaited DV lottery results are expected to be released on May 3rd, 2025. So if you applied for DV 2026, the results are expected to be released on May 3rd, 2025. So that's going to be the first Saturday of May. That is how every year the results are being released. It's mostly released on the first Saturday of May. And the first Saturday of May is what? May 3rd, 2025. That is DV 2026. So if you applied last year, which is October 2024, then you should be what? Expectant that May 3rd, the results are going to be released. And I wish everybody who applied, if you apply with my agency, then I wish all you guys the best of luck. If you apply for DV lottery, I know most of you guys have given up on DV lottery, but to me, I don't believe you gotta give up. You don't lose anything when you apply for DV lottery. You don't lose anything. Just your picture, fill the form, submit it. Just within 5 minutes, you are done. And it's a destiny-changing course that I believe a lot of people who won I know a lot of friends who won and their destinies are changed. You understand? They've moved in with their family to the United States of America, chasing their American dream and their own personal dreams as well. So whatever be the situation, the next registration is going to start in October. Don't give up. Keep applying. You might be the lucky winner. Who knows? All right, so guys, fast forward. Once the results are released on May 3rd, 2025, and you are a lucky winner, what are the steps you're going to take to secure your visa, to secure your DV lottery visa? So for me, I remember I had a vision. God instructed me to start a travel agency, and through that, it's going to give me lottery winners. Yeah, and a lot of students are also going through my agency, or students I'm going to help. They're going to get their visa, tourist visa. I've helped farmers come on their tourist visas. I've had a lot of students. The testimonies are so much because when I see vision, I just obey and work on it. So my first winner, I'm the one who did the application. I checked the results. She won, and she's finally here in the United States of America and living the American dream. So I have the experience. I filled the visa application DS, and I filled the DS-260. So I did everything myself, and so basically I have a good experience to tell you what you need when you are selected. So number one, when you are selected, you need your work experience. So before I go into the work experience on your educational experience, I've made a video which dealt so much into the requirements for DV lottery. DV lottery is a program, and each program has its own requirements. That is why I tell people that you need to know how things work. You need to know how things work because you need to meet the requirements before you are eligible to apply. So most people don't care. They don't read about the requirements. They just apply, and when they are selected, that is when they'll go. They will be denied their DV lottery visa, and they'll find themselves wanting. So I'm gonna pin it. Just watch it, so that if you watch and meet the requirement, then in the next registration you can be part of the next registration, which is going to happen in October 2025. So get ready. So guys, first of all, your working experience. So I'm going to put a link in the comment section. I'm going to put a link as to the kind of jobs the US requires before, and that's when you are selected. You need to meet those work requirements before they can approve your visa. And number two, educational requirements. You need at least high school or senior high school certificate, at least. So if you applied and you don't have senior high school certificate and you go for the visa, you are going to be denied because you did not meet the requirement. So if you're not meeting the requirement and you apply and you are selected, it's just a waste of time. You need to meet the requirement before you proceed to the visa or the interview. So before you go for the interview to these are the two documents which is very, very important. You need your police report to show that you don't have any criminal records. So in Ghana, you just go to the Ghana police headquarters or the central police station in your region. When you go there, you will be able to get your police report. So regionals, they all post it to Accra. Then the headquarters of Ghana police, they process it and they give it to other regions. So if you're in Accra, which is the capital city, Accra, if you go there, just ask for Mr. Anaba. He's a good friend. Just tell him Joshua or JC Consult. He is the one who asks you to come and see him. He is going to help you secure your police report. Also, you need medical reports because you're gonna live in the US permanently, so they need to scrutinize you and see that you don't have any diseases that you're bringing to the United States of America. So you need a police report. Just go through. I'm going to put the link there. Every country has the kind of hospital the US Embassy has partnered with where you can go for your medical checkup or go for the medical report. So just check the US Embassy you're applying. And also, I will advise that if you are Ghanaian and you are selected, please make sure you don't go for your interview in Ghana at the US Embassy in Ghana. It looks like with the DV program, the maximum every country who qualifies or eligible to apply is 55,000. That's the number of immigrants the US expects from each country that is eligible to apply for DV lottery. So it looks like Ghanaians are reaching the total amount of 55,000. That is why when you are selected, it's very, very hard to get appointment because they are using these tactics just to get rid of a lot of people so that they don't go for the interview. And when you're not able to schedule, if they don't schedule you for an interview, automatically you are not going to proceed with your application. So I've seen a lot of people call me that they did not get appointment. What can they do? I say, if you did not get appointment, that means they are not going to schedule you. Just go ahead, come in October, join and apply again. It has just gone waste, or you just wasted. You were selected, but it did not amount to anything profitable. So if you do that, then that is what you're gonna do. And the last thing is your socials. Mostly when you are filling the DS-260, they're gonna ask you of your social media. So they wanna check if you are not a terrorist, you are not, because filling the DS-260, they're gonna ask you certain questions about your criminal background. So they also want to go to social media and check if all the information you are providing is the truth. So they will make sure you are hot. They will make sure you are not, don't have any criminal record. You are not posting anything attacks, or you are not a terrorist or anything of that kind of that sort. So it's very important. Make sure your social media handles, you are posting things that do not go contrary to the US Embassy, the rules and guidelines. Is very, very important. Since DV lottery is an immigrant visa, which is a permanent stay, you do not need to prove home ties or financial abilities because you are going to live permanently here in the US. So mostly for a non-immigrant visa, like a student visa or tourist visa, you need to prove home ties to home country as to the reasons why when you go to the US, you will come back home, things that will draw you back to your home country. But since with the DV lottery, you're going to live there permanently, there's no need to prove home ties. Number two, there's no need to prove finances. It's not going to be relevant in DV lottery. Just that when you get to your interview, you are going to be pay the visa fee. You're going to pay the visa fee in the embassy. So that's that. So once you are selected, just go ahead and fill your DS-260. Do not rush to submit it. Get a host, talk to your host, and basically the kind of questions they'll be asking you is your relationship with your host. Know information about your host in the US. Which state is your host? Which city? What is your host address? What does your host do? Does the host has family? Does the host has a family? Is she or he married? Does he have kids? And how are you related to your host? And when was the last time you met your host? These are the basic questions they are going to ask you when you go for the interview. So guys, this is basically about the DV lottery. When you are selected, these are the basic information you need to take notice of it. And I wish you all the best. Those who are expecting their results to be released on May 3rd. If you are selected, you can also consult me, JC Consult. We are here to guide you because we've done it before. Our first winner is here in the US, so we can be able to help you as well. So guys, I wish you all the best. And if you have not subscribed, if you watch me till this time and you have not subscribed, subscribe and join this beautiful family. Thank you and see you very soon. Bye-bye.